What's up guys, it's Zero here. Welcome everyone to the Zero Show, the show where we go over everything in the world of Call of Duty, plus we give you guys some insight into what it all means. Let's get to it. Our first topic of the day, we're going to be talking about none other than FaZe. FaZe, guys, of course, has been known as the largest gaming organization on the planet. And over the course of the last number of years, they have, of course, kind of transitioned as an organization from strictly Call of Duty to really doing more personality-based types of content. And now with FaZe moving from the FaZe Clan channel to a new channel altogether, we can see some of those changes that are happening. The question I want to present though is, will FaZe ever return to Call of Duty? Now we all know that Atlanta FaZe, which is FaZe's, CDL team that competes at the highest level of the Call of Duty League, is of course a part of FaZe, but at the same time, will FaZe kind of go back to those roots of Call of Duty when it comes to their content? There's been a lot of rumors and speculation about this, and what I will say though, guys, is from the looks of it, from FaZe's new YouTube channel, they are specifically doing more vlog-based content, personality-based content, and like IRL streaming and things of that nature. That seems to be FaZe's kind of go-to at this point in time. So to think that they'll go back to doing Call of Duty, I'm sure it's something where the players will of course be streaming Call of Duty. I'm sure even guys like, Adapt and some of the other members of FaZe will play Call of Duty and stream Call of Duty. But to think that they're going to create content around it on their new YouTube channel, I think is a little bit of a stretch. We've heard a lot of the guys in FaZe talk about how, things have changed over the course of time. What started as a trick shotting and sniping team has now become this team that is more personality based more than anything else. Not to say that they're completely leaving their roots, because obviously they have Atlanta FaZe, their CDL team, but also with Black Ops 6 coming out and of course future entries in the Call of Duty franchise, I'm sure FaZe is going to have their imprint in one way or another. Teams like FaZe never forget their roots, and those roots that really started something really special. And no one knows this better than of course FaZe Banks. Banks has been a part of FaZe for a very long time now and has really had his handprint on a number of moves that have happened. Obviously there's been a lot of turmoil that's happened, over at FaZe over the course of the last number of years. Now that Banks has the keys to the kingdom once again, I think we're going to start seeing a lot of continued change, but not in a negative way. I think that it's going to be in a positive way for sure, kind of bringing FaZe back to what it should be, which is a group of guys creating content together. Whether it's Call of Duty or a different game or just doing IRL based content, FaZe, I believe, will be once again at the top. But the question is for you, what do you guys think about this? Do you think FaZe will ever go back to, trick shotting, to sniping in Call of Duty? A lot of teams were structured around, what FaZe was doing, because they were doing it at the highest level, that being trick shotting and sniping. Everybody was trying to replicate what they were doing. And now with the change of content to the personalities that are within FaZe, it's going to be really interesting to see what other teams decide to do. Are they going to go that same direction, or are they going to kind of stay the course with trick shotting, with sniping, creating gaming based content? It'll be really interesting. Let me know what you guys think though in the comment section down below. And for more Call of Duty content and videos, keep it right here. With that down, let's talk about this. Call of Duty has always had a massive fan base around zombies. And this is obviously, guys, a mode that's one of the most popular within the franchise. And with that comes, of course, a lot of expectation and excitement for this upcoming addition to Call of Duty and zombies in particular within Black Ops 6. So what I got for you today is everything that we know so far about Call of Duty Zombies. And this is an article that's coming to us from Hayden Lovely of The Escapist. Call of Duty Black Ops 6's marketing is in full swing. Ahead of COD Next at the end of the month, Treyarch gave their ravenous zombies fans a look at what's to come for the iconic Horde mode at launch. When we start here, we talk first and foremost about the characters. Well, Black Ops 6 Zombies will continue the Dark Aether storyline from where it left off in Black Ops Cold War. At the end of that game, the heads of Requiem were incarcerated as Edward Richtofen was revealed to be the director of Requiem. Black Ops 6 Zombies reintroduces us to these characters years later in 1991 on the brand new map Terminus. For the first time since Black Ops 4 Zombies, Black Ops 6 has a set crew of characters fans will play as. This new crew includes 3 familiar faces from Requiem: Weaver, Dr. Gray, and Major Carver. These characters spoke to the player via radio in Black Ops Cold War Zombies, but are now playable in Black Ops 6. This crew is rounded out by a 4th brand new character named Maya. Additional familiar faces will also support the playable cast. Reintroduced in the Terminus cinematic trailer, an additional trio from Black Ops Cold War joins the roster in Black Ops 6. Raptor 1 will help the crew exfil from Terminus, and Oscar Strauss and Dr. William Peck will talk to the playable crew throughout the map as they attempt to track down Richtofen's location. It has also been confirmed that players will also be able to play as their operators on Terminus in Black Ops 6 Zombies, should they choose so. This means that characters from the Black Ops story, such as Adler, Park, and Woods, will be playable in Zombies. There are also some Zombies characters available as operators from the Vault edition of Black Ops 6. The Brutus and Klaus operators, who fans will remember as NPCs from Mob of the Dead and Mauer der Toten, respectively, will be playable as well. So in terms of the characters, guys, I'm really excited about the different characters that are going to be in this Zombies mode. I also really like that you're going to be able to, if you choose to play as one of your operators, that's going to be really awesome too. I love that they're kind of giving you a little bit of some variety here in terms of the different characters that you can play as, and from a character perspective, I think it sounds great. When we get to the Zombies maps in Black Ops 6, Black Ops 6 Zombies will have 2 round-based maps at launch. The one we've seen the most of so far is called Terminus. Terminus is set in and around a prison island black site. Along with the Terminus gameplay trailer, Treyarch shared 17 minutes of official gameplay with press. In addition, the developer held a press event for media and influencers to play 45 minutes of Black Ops 6 Zombies on Terminus early and share their impressions. From what we've seen, Terminus is a massive and detailed map. Not only does Terminus take place on its titular island, but players will be able to explore research facilities beneath its surface and other islands around it. This is said to be one of the largest round-based Zombies maps of all time, and Treyarch has introduced a tactical raft to get around it faster and with more ease. Terminus will provide lots of location variety to Black Ops 6 Zombies. The map features the main prison, research facilities that house twisted experiments, an abandoned ship, and several small islands. The second map arriving at launch is called Liberty Falls. Liberty Falls has been referenced before through intel in Modern Warfare Zombies. This map is set at the same time as Terminus, as a Dark Aether incursion creates an outbreak in a small town in West Virginia, and it seems to be modeled after the real-world town of Harper's Ferry, as well as incorporating aspects of Black Ops 2 Zombies Transit. Having been described as less complex, Liberty Falls has a vastly different atmosphere compared to Terminus, and of the 2 launch maps, Liberty Falls will likely provide the more straightforward survival experience. In a rare move for COD Zombies, Liberty Falls is set during the day. It will feature several recognizable buildings, including a Blockbuster-esque video store, motel, gas station, bowling alley, and church. So number 1, to start with Terminus, I think from what we've seen so far, Terminus looks great. I love this idea of having a really massive, Zombies map. I'm excited to see what Treyarch can do there. I've always said this, that, Infinity Ward has done a really good job over the years, when it comes to making campaigns, story modes. The last couple notwithstanding, but overall, they do a great job of creating story. Whereas when we talk about Treyarch, they do such a great job with the multiplayer experience as well as Zombies. And I am so excited to see what they can do here with Terminus being the biggest map they've ever done. And then on the flip side, we have Liberty Falls. And Liberty Falls, what I think is is really interesting and intriguing about this map is the fact that it's going to be set during the day. I'm really excited to see, those two maps, especially at launch, to see kind of of course, the differences, but also playing zombies during the daytime is going to be really fascinating. Now, generally speaking, we like playing zombies at night because obviously it's a little bit more creepy when you're playing against those zombies and those waves of enemies start getting harder and harder. That being said, though, having something where there's a little bit of some variety here in the daytime, that's going to be really fascinating, especially from a story perspective. So in terms of the Black Ops 6 Zombies gameplay, Treyarch says they took inspiration from Black Ops 3 and Black Ops Cold War when developing Black Ops 6 Zombies. Zombies will also benefit from the innovations made in Black Ops 6. Fans can look forward to progressing through classic prestige in Zombies with shared progression for player XP and weapon level across Zombies, Multiplayer, and Warzone. The Omni movement feature is also fully present here, giving players more options for movement in and around the hordes than ever before, with the ability to sprint, slide, and dive in any direction. As expected, many of the features signature to Zombies will return, as well as some newer inclusions from Black Ops Cold War. Players can get better weapons, including wonder weapons, through wall buys in the mystery box, which again feature Cold War's weapon rarity system. Perks and traps also return to aid player survivability. At launch, Black Ops 6 Zombies will feature Juggernog, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, Stamin Up, Deadshot Daiquiri, Elemental Pop, and the all-new Melee Macchiato. The return of the iconic Black Ops Dolphin Dive makes way for the return of the iconic PhD Flopper as well. This perk negates self-inflicted explosive damage, and diving to prone triggers an explosion that is more powerful the further you fall. Players will also suffer no fall damage when diving to prone. While this perk is currently available in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, Black Ops 6 marks its return to Treyarch's round-based Zombies for the first time in over a decade. Weapon and armor upgrades return as well, albeit a bit differently this time. The Pack-a-Punch machine has been simplified since Cold War Zombies, and using it will no longer launch players into a menu in Black Ops 6. Instead, spending the appropriate amount of points will spout out the upgraded weapons immediately. Ammo mods can be crafted with salvage at the new Arsenal machine, which now uses only one simplified form of salvage. Armor is now a wall buy, with players able to purchase higher tier vests with room for additional armor plates. We also know that Gobblegums will return in Black Ops 6. This system allows players to bring in a pack of several gumballs selectable before each match, which players can dispense through gumball machines found around the map. This system was a major part of Call of Duty Black Ops 3, but hasn't appeared since. This time around, the Blue Bunny Rabbit Mr. Peaks is the owner of the Gobblegum machine. The machine is adorned with his iconography, complete with a new creepy jingle and animations. Black Ops 6 allows players to store 3 Gobblegums at a time, which can be activated and consumed at a time of their choosing. So a couple of things that I'm really excited about the gameplay here with Black Ops 6 Zombies. Number one, guys, I love that there's going to be shared progression amongst the multiplayer to, the Zombies mode. I think that's going to be really awesome. So you're really ranking up no matter what. And there's going to be, of course, the classic prestige in Zombies, which is going to be something that's really going to be interesting. So it's going to be shared across Zombies, multiplayer, as well as Warzone. Absolutely love it. The other thing I'm really excited about is that Omni movement is going to be very much so a feature in Call of Duty Zombies with Black Ops 6. I think that's going to be really awesome to see what kind of versatility that's going to give you as a player to really evade and get away from a lot of these zombies, especially as those waves get harder and harder. And I think it's going to be something that could create a lot of excitement and a lot of intense moments within the game. Lastly, there's a number of new features, guys, that give some quality of life to Black Ops 6 Zombies. So you can now join a friend's match in progress, even if you disconnect. You can toggle Pack-a-Punch camos and settings, change your field upgrade mid-match, switch Gobblegum packs at any time, option to keep playing after completing the main quest, HUD customization, third-person toggle in settings, Rampage Inducer available at launch, and more. So to say the least, guys, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies Zombies has the makings of being a great addition in the Zombies universe. I love playing Zombies, guys. I know there's a lot of people out there that are massive fans of Zombies, and so I'm really excited for all of those people who play Zombies as their, main game mode that they play throughout the course of Call of Duty. And so I'm really excited to see, all the versatility to all the different characters that you can play as, the gameplay, the mechanics, all those different things that come into Black Ops 6 Zombies. I think we're in for a real treat. But the question is for you guys, what do you guys think about Black Ops 6 Zombies and everything that we know so far about the game? And we're going to be finding out more information, guys, as we get closer and closer to launch. And of course, at COD Next, we'll be finding out some things later this month. Let me know, though, what you guys think in the comment section down below. And for more Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies content and videos, keep it right here. With that down, let's get into this. Guys, there's a number of teams out there that have stuck to the roots of Call of Duty trickshotting, sniping, and things of that nature. And one of those teams, and I should say one of the largest in the space, is Obey Alliance. They've been around for a very long time, guys, and they have kind of continued that path. That phase kind of started with the trickshotting and sniping community, and Obey has been continuously creating content that has to revolve around sniping as well as trickshotting in the Call of Duty space. With that being said, there's two things that happened recently here with Obey. Number one, they recruited a new member to their team. His name is Swinksy. Congratulations to Swinksy on joining Obey Alliance. Really exciting stuff. He is joining the team as a Call of Duty trickshotter, and he is pushing closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So really exciting stuff for Swinksy getting into and having the opportunity. I was looking at some of his content. He has got some really good trick shots, so it was definitely a great pickup for Obey. Obey also uploaded You Shall Obey episode 22. It's crazy to think, guys, that they're up to 22 episodes of You Shall Obey at this point, and those are their trick-shotting teamtages that they put together, guys, and I gotta tell you, really got me reminiscing of the past, and that was, of course, trick-shotting way back, guys, back with Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, just from the edit to some of the clips that were hit, it definitely gave me those vibes of like 2009 to 2013. I mean, just incredibly well put together. I would definitely check it out if you guys have not already. I want to give a big shout out though to Obey Alliance, and the reason is because throughout everything, all the peaks, the valleys of Call of Duty trickshotting and sniping specifically within, the Call of Duty space, they've stayed true to their roots of what they started with, and they've continued to push forward, and they're now boasting over 670,000 subscribers on YouTube. Big up to them. Shout out to them, guys. Love the guys over at Obey. Keep up the awesome work. With that down, let's talk about this. There's been a lot of talk within the community of Formal, one of the greatest Call of Duty players of all time, returning to Call of Duty. Obviously, guys, for those of you who don't know, he has been competing for Optic Gaming within Halo Infinite, winning championships and competing at the highest level of Halo. That being said, though, Formal has talked on a number of occasions through streams and things of that nature that his love for Halo is still there, but 343 and the lack thereof of really putting the proper things in place to make Halo, one of the biggest games on the planet once again, is just not there. The viewership isn't there. People don't really care as much about Halo, and maybe it's because 343 is working on another Halo title. There could be a number of things going on here, but he's talking specifically, and somewhat maybe he's joking, maybe he's not being fully serious about it, but it sounds like there is a great possibility that he could be making the switch back to Call of Duty. Why this is so important is because Formal coming back to Call of Duty is going to put even more eyeballs on the scene once again. And now, obviously, Optic Texas won COD Champs this year, so I don't really think Formal's going to have a spot on Optic unless they do like an Optic Nation or something of that nature, but he's not going to want to be in challengers. He's going to want to be on an actual CDL team. There were rumors and speculation of maybe he could go to, the 100 Thieves team, that being LA Thieves. Maybe he could go to one of these other teams. It's going to be really fascinating to say the least. If you ask me, guys, I believe that as a player, no matter what space you're in, whether it's gaming, whether it's in traditional sports, whatever it is, if you're not happy where you are, a lot of times you just have to make a change. And it sounds like Formal is in a place where, you know, he's somewhat at a crossroads, no pun intended. If he returns to Call of Duty, I mean, the Call of Duty community will welcome him with open arms. And for me, I would absolutely love to see Formal join Atlanta FaZe, because FaZe and Optic, obviously being these rivals, I think that could be so fascinating to see him there. And obviously with the things happening at Atlanta FaZe, because they got knocked out really early in COD champs, there could be some changes there. Formal joining Simp, I mean, could be something unreal, could be an unstoppable force when Black Ops 6 comes out, especially from the movement and all of those different things. I cannot wait to see Formal join up, and we'll have to wait and see, and I'll keep you guys up to speed as more information comes out about this. But what do you guys think about this? Do you think that Formal should return to Call of Duty? Should he continue playing Halo, or should he just start playing a different game altogether? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And for more Call of Duty content and videos, keep it right here. With that down, let's talk about this. We talked about everything that we know so far about Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies in a previous segment of the show, but I want to talk about Black Ops 6 as a whole and everything that we know at this point in time about the title. So what I got for you today is everything we know so far about Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and an article that's coming to us from Josh West over at Games Radar. We have a Black Ops 6 release date, beta information, and Activision has also brought a special interactive website online, The Truth Lies, which will let you spin through 6 channels on an old CRT. While some display only static, others are beginning to broadcast videos that tease the state of the in-game universe, as famous American landmarks and historical sites are marked with the Black Ops 6 logo and other key phrases. So of course, the first big thing that everybody wanted to know was, what is the release date for Black Ops 6? Well, currently the Black Ops 6 release date is set for Friday, October 25th, 2024. This news was revealed on June 9th during the Black Ops Direct Showcase, so yes, we only have to wait a few more months. Activision has also confirmed that Call of Duty Black Ops 6 will land on Xbox Game Pass on day one. This is a significant shift for Call of Duty and the first major change that Xbox has made to how the franchise is handled since the high-profile acquisition of Activision last year. So look guys, we don't have to wait too long at this point in time for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 to release to the world. And typically when Call of Duty gives us a release date, they stick to it. They don't really change it like a lot of other games out there. They're pretty certain of when a game's going to come out, for better or for worse, because sometimes the games release and there's a lot of bugs and issues and things of that nature. But overall, they stick to their release dates. The other massive thing though here is that, you know, obviously Black Ops 6 is going to be releasing on Xbox Game Pass on day one, which is massive for Call of Duty. It's going to be massive for all Xbox users. I think it's going to bring a lot of people over from other consoles to Xbox specifically for that reason. I've said it many times on the YouTube channel, the Xbox Game Pass is the best subscription on the planet when it comes to the video game industry, and really is like the Netflix of gaming. The next thing that people are always curious about is, how is the gameplay for Black Ops 6? Well, Black Ops 6 is described as a spy thriller set in the early 90s, developed by Treyarch and Raven. The new title emphasizes dynamic movement and multiplayer features. Players can expect 16 new maps at launch, including 12 core 6v6 maps and 4 strike maps that can be played 2v2 or 6v6. Theater mode and classic prestige are also making a comeback, so once the game releases in October, you'll have a ton of content and options from the get-go. In terms of the name of Call of Duty Black Ops 6, it didn't surprise me so much, but a lot of people it surprised. While there was some speculation that the title would be Call of Duty Black Ops Gulf War after a handful of unverified leaks, Activision has elected to go for something far simpler. And no, you haven't missed a game in the series. Black Ops 5 was technically 20 2020's Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, which was the first game in the series to launch with a subname rather than a sequential number. So in terms of the name, I'm good with Black Ops 6, guys. I kind of like it more when you kind of stick to just the number instead of having all these different other names. I think it's a lot easier to kind of keep track when you have Black Ops 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. Similar to like Modern Warfare, it's a lot easier to track unless they're going totally away from Black Ops and they're creating something new like Advanced Warfare or, you know, a brand new Infinite Warfare, stuff like this. That's where you would kind of change that name. I think if you're sticking with Black Ops, it should just be whatever number you're on. Same thing with Modern Warfare. And then lastly, the beta. So the good news is that the Black Ops 6 beta will start on August 30th. The beta will be split into 2 periods with early access running from August to September 4th. On September 6th, the open beta will kick off and run for a few days until September 9th. So I'm really excited to get my hands on playing the Black Ops 6 beta to really see what this game is going to feel like. And obviously it's not going to be the final form, but I'm really excited to get a good idea of the Omni movement, to the gameplay, the mechanics, the different weapons you're going to be using, what the prestige system may look like. And you might not really see much of that in the beta, but we're going to get an idea of what to expect when the actual game comes out. But what do you guys think about Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and everything that we know so far about the title? What are your guys' thoughts about it? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as we get more information, I'll keep you guys all up to speed. And for more Call of Duty Black Ops 6 content and videos, keep it right here. With that down, let's talk about our last topic. You know, guys, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is not the only anticipated game of the future. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, guys, is inevitably going to be the best-selling game this year. But in the future, there is going to be a little game known as GTA 6 that's going to be coming out right now at this point in 2025. And so many people within the Call of Duty community, but really just gaming industry at large, are very excited for this title. And with Call of Duty Black Ops 6 coming to Xbox Game Pass on day one, there was a lot of talk and speculation that could GTA 6 come day one to Xbox Game Pass. Well, in an article coming to us from Ingrid Redden of Gaming Bible, there is no denying that Grand Theft Auto 6 is the most anticipated game of the past decade, and with it expecting to release sometime next year, there is not long left to wait. However, it is disappointing news for Xbox players, as it has been confirmed the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series will not be coming to Xbox Game Pass. This news comes courtesy of a recent interview with GTA 6 publisher Take-Two's CEO via GamesIndustry.biz, discussing the topic of big upcoming titles such as Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Indiana Jones, and more. It appears as though Take-Two Interactive will not be following in their footsteps. This is despite Microsoft making more of an effort to bring high-profile day one titles to the Xbox Game Pass. Offering a frontline title with a premium price and a subscription service day and date will push consumers to that subscription service for at least a period of time, Zelnick said. Despite it being in GTA 6's favor, he continued by stating that it won't affect Take-Two's decision because its decisions are rational. As a result, it looks like Xbox users will be joining the rest of us in purchasing Grand Theft Auto 6 at full retail price when it releases sometime next year. However, fans of Grand Theft Auto can still find some past entries on the Xbox Game Pass store, such as Grand Theft Auto 5. This could mean we could see GTA 6 arrive on the subscription service, but it will probably be in quite a few years. So look, at the end of the day, whether GTA 6 is put on Xbox Game Pass day one or not, which it sounds like it's not going to happen, guys, I don't think GTA 6 is going to hurt from not being on Xbox Game Pass day one. All of us who play Xbox are going to be purchasing it regardless. It would be awesome for Xbox, especially if it was on the Xbox Game Pass from day one. That would probably be the moment where Xbox becomes a much larger, console than like PlayStation and some of these other consoles. If GTA 6 came on the Xbox Game Pass on day one, I do think a lot of people are going to be coming over to Xbox because Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is going to be on Game Pass day one. But I think that GTA 6 would certainly have helped Xbox in a massive way. But that being said, GTA 6, guys, is going to be huge regardless of whether it's going to be on Game Pass or not. But the question is for all of you, what do you guys think about this? Do you think that it should come to Xbox Game Pass day one? Do you think it should just stay as a standalone and maybe come to Game Pass later? What are your guys' thoughts about the CEO of Take-Two Interactive and his comments? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think. And with that being said, everyone, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of The Zero Show. And if you guys did, make sure that you leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, stay positive, just keep grinding. And as always, I'll talk to you guys all in the next one. Peace.